Now back to pick it up is Ryan Pierce. Hasn't had a lot of shifts for the defender today, but now he puts in a run going forward. Instead, it goes to the near side to Neto in the corner, holding off the challenge from Mike Lookingland. Goes back up top for Darren Toby. To Canardo Forbes, resets over to Antonio Manfoot. Shadowed by Tom Myers as he has been all night. No room, so he'll send it back to Forbes. Into the middle, Neto. Looks for some room. He has Manfoot back looking for a pass. Now he goes to the middle. Played off the boards. Manfoot is there. He scores! Antonio Manfoot scores on his home debut. And the 18-year-old cuts the deficit to 2 points.
I mean, that is just brilliant by Neto. I mean, Lookingland, the experienced defender, and we've seen that all day. Lookingland right on top of Neto. Neto puts his foot on the ball for 3 to 4 seconds and just looks, and he can see over his shoulder, and Manfoot makes the right run for such a young guy to make that right run, and Neto hits it off the perfect board, clean for Manfoot, puts it away, and he roofs it.
And I like the fact after the play with Manfoot goes right up to Neto, gives him the pat on the chest, says thanks for that. That was a great pass across the front. But the one thing I gotta really like about the Antonio Manfoot play is just his ability to stay active. He didn't stay in one place on the field. Tried one run, wasn't open. Tried a second one, wasn't open. Goes to the front of the net, and finally he gets a little patch of space to make a shot, and he took it with aplomb. So 11:39 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Game on now as Syracuse trails just by 2, and they've got all the momentum going. Long ball played in. Out of the box comes Vanzilla. Pokes it away. Now he loses it. Ubi Parapovic saved on the line by Mike Lookingland. And that is why you have a veteran defender like that on your squad. He can make plays like that which can save your team in dire moments. Giveaway now on the foul to DeRue, but Baltimore will have the chance to clear it out. And Lookingland tried to take that one pretty quick, but goodness me, Ubi Parapovic did the right play there, shooting across his body towards that back post where Lookingland was running in the opposite direction. But credit the veteran defender, 29 years old, Mike Lookingland, just keeps that left foot trailing, and that's all he got to it to deflect it off the line.
Well, I mean, both teams are even now. Lookingland saves one, and Ryan Hall saved one as well.
Max Ferdinand's pass.
Actually, Max Ferdinand saved one off the line for the Syracuse Silver Knights too. So.
And how big a momentum killer was that at that point? That would have been 10 points for Baltimore. They would have had an 8-point lead, and you know, you would have thought at that point that's a wall that Syracuse would have a lot of trouble trying to overcome. Since that point, though, the Baltimore attack has gone south and really disappeared without their veteran Michelle Millwood out of this game with a lower body leg injury. That's the word from their coach Danny Kelly before this game. So now they got to see who they can turn to in this moment. They don't have their big target guy.
Well, they don't have Millwood, but they've got 7 guys in the top 25 of scoring. This Baltimore team, I mean, they were just loaded with guys that could put the ball in the back of the net. They lead the league in scoring with 200 and something,
292 points
before today. So 302 points. They're averaging 14.2 points per game, and that's just tremendous. Where on the other hand, Syracuse is averaging 11.2 points per game.
And Syracuse, just to put that in perspective a little bit, for Syracuse, that's after being shut out in a contest as well against Chicago earlier this year. So this is a Silver Knights team that can score right up there with the best of them. They just need the shots to fall their way, and they haven't so far today, but they might just right now. Canardo Forbes with a chance. He shoots. He scores! Canardo Forbes to the top corner. We are tied at 8.
And wow, that is, you'd say that was selfish by Canardo Forbes, but the kid had the confidence to bring that ball up. He had 2 guys on both sides of him, and really, he didn't, Vanzella, most likely a player like that's going to slot it to the left or the right, and maybe Vanzella bit a little bit too much, and Forbes just roofs it with a rifle into that net, right past Vanzella. What confidence by Forbes right here.
And look at the nice little fake there on the pass to get Tom Myers to turn inside out. Gave him a half a yard of space, and he rips it into that top corner. So now it really is game on. 10 minutes exactly remaining here in the fourth quarter, and it's tied up. Baltimore maybe crumbling a little bit under the pressure from the Silver Knights. Again, Syracuse has never in their 2 years in the league beaten Baltimore here at home. They're 2-6 all time against the Blast. But right now might be their best chance to do it. Here's Darren Toby. Shrugs off the challenge from Dos Santos across. Just missed the net. And then the snap header down from Gruenwald went wide. Trapped there by Ubi Parapovic. Shields off Tino Nunez. And resets, and Syracuse now continuing to try and dial up the pressure. They know they've got Baltimore on the back foot, but they can't let off the accelerator here because Baltimore is just too talented a team to let them stay in a game late. Missed just wide from Chantel. Neto was asking for a foul as he might have had his jersey held. It didn't come. Instead, Nunez comes back the other way. Long pass ahead to Tom Myers. Chantel rips him off the boards. Plays it off the official's knee, though. It maybe works out for Syracuse's favor. And now Marcus Chantel going at it with Tom Myers. Those two have gotten tangled up before in this 3-game homestand. This is not new for these two. At one point in game 1, the two came to blows a little bit in a very similar spot on the field. And Mike Lookingland marches his defender away from the confrontation. So for Syracuse, it did wipe out their chance of a counterattack. And you look at it here, it was Tom Myers going in with the left fist. He didn't like the physical play from Marcus Chantel ripping him off the boards there, but you cannot go after a guy with the punch there. And I think the only thing that kept that from being a 2-minute penalty was the fact that Chantel maybe had gotten away with some physical play. The referee saw that, lets the players, kind of each get rid of their grievances and then wave play on.